I didn't get paid for light kicks until '91, and that was based on a conversation with a limo driver. He said to me, Michael, you are being ripped off big times. I didn't even notice. It wasn't even important to me. You know what I mean? Yeah, and people wonder, why is he coming up 35 years after about the Love Drive album? It's because I was trying to get away from the Scorpions, and they were trying to keep me in. And so basically I ran away, and I never looked back. I never checked any credits, never, nothing whatsoever, you know. And when they approached me in 2015, to do the Scorpions box set, and I saw what they wrote about the Love Drive story, I went like, no thank you, boys. This is bad. You lied. You fabricated a story that's not true. I found out often in my career about other things, you know. One manager ran away with 80,000 pounds, you know, and never seen again, you know, with my money. Yeah. And that was 1981. That was a lot of money, you know, 80,000 pounds. That's a lot of money. And he made me sign something to cross-collateralize UFO debts with my MSG debts. I tell you, people were taking so much advantage of my heartfelt passion to music. Yeah. They just ripped me left and right. And so after the limousine driver said that, then I went like, wow. I said to my management, I'm not going to, because every time I asked for money, they said like, there's no money, there is no money. Mm-hmm. And so I said like, you know what, I'm not going to play unless you give me X and X amount of money, and that's it. All of a sudden I got paid, you know. And so eventually Robin McCauley and I, we separated, and I kind of said to myself, you know, Michael, if all it is, these people up there, a crazy rat race, nobody knows what they're chasing, like a dog trying to chase his tail, don't get anywhere, and people constantly ripping you off. Why would you want to work with people? So I decided to become my own manager. And I said to myself, you know, but there is one thing, the hardcore fans, they have always been there, and they didn't do that, you know, and they enjoyed what I created, and so I thought, you know what? How can I stay away from everybody and don't have to worry about if I get ripped off or not? So I decided to make an album all by myself, an acoustic instrumental album. And I borrowed some money, went in the studio, finished the album, and then I just took 2 guitars, 2 bags full of clothes, went on a Greyhound public bus, and drove throughout all of America, and knocked on my way from Phoenix to Los Angeles, down to San Diego, up to Seattle, and so on. Knocked on the radio stations without being announced, and said to them, here, I've just made a new album, would you be interested to make an interview? And 80% said yes on the spot, without any appointment or nothing. And so I did 10,000 miles. I traveled through. I said to myself, if all I need is a couple of sandwiches a day, and clothes to wear, and a roof over the head, I'm sure I can sell at least 3 albums a day to have that ability, you know, to have that available to me. And so, and I don't have to justify, I don't have to, you know, ask anybody for anything. I'm just my own person.
You're your own boss.
Yeah, you know. And so I said, like, that is it. I don't need anything, but what I need, I can get on a daily basis, you know. And so that's how it came all about. And so I traveled 10,000 miles through America. When I came home, I was rich. I couldn't believe it. So all the money that people were putting in their pockets over the 30 years ahead before then, it all now came to me direct. I had 3 houses. I had a house in Mexico. I built a recording studio. I tell you, it was just unbelievable for the next 15 years. I mean, I tell you, it was the best time in my life. It was a spiritual experience. It was an unbelievable message what I had experienced from 90 to 95 is beyond your imagination on a spiritual level. Unbelievable. It was my spiritual peak, you know.